Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 3 part 144. In the previous video we finally kind of said goodbye to the Summer Festival, at least for the time being. We have come to the palace for the big party and we're supposed to be talking and mingling. We did a little bit of mingling at the end of the last video, mainly just all the non-important peeps up here. So now we're going to start talking to the important peeps. Starting with definitely not Cedric. Definitely not music. Ash, help. I'm in distress. Both the main and the branch campus have some promising cadets this year. In fact, if you two are headed to the army after you graduate, I would gladly welcome you to the 4th Armored Division. It's an honor to hear that from Craig the Red himself. I prefer to stay by His Highness Cedric's side in whatever way possible. And you just got shot down, old man. So it seems. How about you then? Care to join the 4th? Sorry, I'm not into hanging out with a bunch of muscleheads. But you got a ton of cuties like that icy maid, maybe I'll think about it. Well, I wouldn't say tons, but you got a few. Just between you and me, though, simply being part of the 4th is enough to send ladies swooning into the street as you pass. Is that true? I feel like that's a lie. Whether you use this little perk to your own end is entirely up to you. Seriously? Alright, now we're talking, old man. Hey, eyebrows, is that all it takes to tear you away from your beloved prince? Maybe there's hope for you after all. What do you mean by that? I'm still loyal to the prince. And don't call me eyebrows. This seems like a rowdy group. I thought Craig Red would be some John Hardass. Turns out he knows what's up. Fritz and Ash, they both look very promising. They're polar opposites. If they both join the 4th Armored Division, things could get really interesting. Yeah, they could end up being a good combination. Seems like the branch campus students do whatever they please. That Ash Carbide, he's not bad. Well, he's one of the special ones amongst the students. Is that it? Okay. Alrighty, just want to make sure there wasn't any double dialogue. I gotta mentally prepare myself for talking to Muse. Okay, fine. Well, you got Toa here at least. Hello, Lisa, Toa, are you enjoying yourselves? We are, thank you. It's really a lovely party. I just wish Angie was here with us. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm glad she got shot or nothing. I'm not quite that evil. I'm okay with her not being at the party at this moment. I mean, I'm not saying, I want anything bad to happen per se. But Prince Oliver promised he'd look into her disappearance. I'm hoping to make a lot of memories tonight I can share with her when she's back. I'm sorry, Toa, but you're right. I'm sure she'd like that. Yeah, I can totally see her now, hanging on your every word. Oh yes, there's no one to ask you about, Toa. Is Reen as popular with the branch campus as I suspect he is? Shut up. Seeing the way Muse draped herself all over him, I had to wonder. To be honest, I was wondering that myself. Knowing him, he'd keep his hands off his students, but still, unfortunately, when it comes to romance, Reen has to listen to the voice in his head. He doesn't get a choice. Well, Reen is certainly admired by a lot of people, but when it comes to romantic feelings, the pool's a bit smaller. I see. And would you be swimming around in that pool by any chance? Me? I mean, I like him as a colleague, but... something's definitely fishy. Are they not noticing Reen standing literally right next to him? Hey, did you dive deeper into this topic? I should slowly back away before they notice me. Ah, Reen, you've come at a good time. We've got a question for you. Tell us, how many fans do you have at the branch campus? Not enough. I mean, they're not even giving us, like, all their life savings or anything. Like, come on, what kind of cult leader are you, Reen? Fans, what are you talking about? Sorry, Reen. I never imagined I'd be invited to such a wonderful party. Hopefully everyone else in the branch campus is having just as much fun as I am. Most of them are at Villa Soleil right now, attending City Hall's party. I imagine Sydney's having the time of his life. You may be right. Let's just hope he doesn't find himself on Major Irvin's bad side. You seem like you're having fun, Reen. Same deal, Lisa. Have you been able to talk to some interesting people? Yeah, but I'm still pretty nervous. Though if I'm being honest, I'm much more relaxed now than I was a few drinks ago. Glad to hear it. Just make sure you don't overdo it. It's such a pleasure being able to talk to so many different people like this. Hope you enjoy your time here too, Reen. I certainly will, thanks. What an amazing party. I want to talk to as many people as I can. You say anything? I might need to have another for the night ends. It's pretty stressful to have my mother here. But I shouldn't worry about her, right? I just need to enjoy myself. Yeah, true, that's pretty true. It's such a pleasure being able to talk to so many different people like this. I hope you enjoy your time here too, Rain. All the groups have a poison pill I don't want to deal with. All right, okay, this is a good group. How do you do, my Empress? As my father, Viscount Arcade, could not be here tonight, I, his daughter, greet you in his place. I mean, I'm sure she knows who you are. Ah, Laura, I haven't seen you in some time. I hear you've mastered your family sword style. I'm so happy to see how much you've grown. Thank you for your kind words. Now I believe it's your turn. Don't do it, Yuna. Don't do it. I'm Ada Grant of Thor's Military Academy's main campus, Class 1. Grant. Don't we know a No, we know it's someone with the first name Grant, right? Isn't there like a bracelet that's called Grant in the Sky games? That seems very vaguely familiar. But that wouldn't be a last name. I'm truly indebted to your son, and I mean, I'm truly indebted. I'm sorry, she's tripping all over her words. There's no need to be nervous. Cedric told me all about his friends from class, which is why I haven't heard of you. I've also been told about a certain bright young lady who excels in both her studies and her club activities. Thank you for being such a wonderful friend to my son. That's, such kind words are wasted on me. I'm Una Carford of Thor's branch campus. It's an honor to meet you, Your Highness. Ah, you're a commoner. Go away. Alvin told me about you. I mean, I guess technically she was, right? There was that line about she was an attendant at the, what's it called? I'm just completely blank. The resort? I can't remember its name right now. Like, she was an attendant there before she became Empress, so I mean, I guess she would not be nobility then, or at the very least an extremely minor noble prior to the becoming Empress. Which is kind of weird. You would think that that wouldn't be, I mean, on one hand, the Emperor, you know, probably has, you would think would have final say, but you would also think there'd be like a great amount of traditions wrapped up in, you know, the imperial marriage and everything. Because at first I was thinking that she was like the second wife, but that's probably not, since we know now that for sure that Oliver's mom was just like a regular lady. Which, I mean, we kind of already assumed based on the fact that he's not in the line of succession, right? But Alphen told me about you and what happened in Crossbell. Further, allow me to apologize for my son's behavior towards those of you in the branch campus. Huh? Don't worry, there's no need for that. I think our field exercises in Crossbell turned out for the best. It really made me reevaluate myself. Now I can have a better idea of the sort of things I can do to help moving forward. For a better future, not just for Crossbell, but for Erebonia too. Well said. It's clear to me you carry the spirit of Class 7 quite admirably. I sincerely believe the people of Erebonia can learn from that positive outlook of yours. Thank you so much, all of you, for what you've done for this country and what you will do in the future, Una, Ada, and Laura. Of course. I won't let you down, I swear it on my sword and soul. I'll continue to do all I can, Your Highness. Yo, what's up? Ah, Reen. Good to see you again, Your Highness. We haven't spoken since late last year, I think. That's right, I can tell you've grown wonderfully since then. Allow me to apologize again regarding Cedric's behavior, though I'm sure Alfred and Oliver have already said the same thing to you. Ah, please, it's fine. After everything that's gone on the last few days, it's all water under the bridge now. I'm just happy to see he's much better now, considering everything he went through last year. I suppose it's a good way to look at things. In any event, I shouldn't hold you here too long. I'm sure there are many people here who would like to speak with you, so please enjoy yourself. Thank you, Your Highness. I'm delighted to have met you. There must be many others who are interested in speaking with you. Do enjoy yourself. I will, Your Majesty. I mean, she seems okay. Hey there, you two. I heard you both introduce yourself to the Empress. Good job. Oh, Instructor Reen. Instructor, perhaps you consider teaching your students basic manners when speaking with nobility. How about you... I'm not gonna finish the sentence. When she began casually discussing her past grievances with a member of the Imperial family, my breath caught in my throat. Yeah? How about I teach you with my tonfa, see if that catches your breath. Are you sure you weren't just choking on your words again? There's no need to bring that up again. These two make quite a pair. Now that I've talked with Yuna at length, I see so much potential in her. Feels as though she's destined for greatness. Yeah, I completely agree. I look forward to seeing what becomes of the new members of Class 7. Wow, the Empress is such an elegant lady. She's got grace, but isn't all stuck up. Plus, she's gentle and caring, just like a mother should be. I'd say she's got a new fan in me. I'm with you on that one. Speaking with Yuna is as exhausting as I expected it would be. When did you decide to start getting so chummy with me anyway? She's just eager to make amends with you guys. I already talked to you guys. We talked to you. Oh yeah. You're the Lake Lord guy. Okay, we can freely talk to these groups. These groups are fine. So by incorporating these new mathematical methods, the country's economy can develop even further? God, Maki, shut up. It's a party and you're over here talking about math. It's nothing an atomic wedgie can't fix. Correct, the economics is nothing more than a probability model based off sociology and collective psychology. It would be foolish to think mathematics has no bearing on it. I mean, you're right, of course. I suppose one could say the same of music theory. Huh? Really? Music and math seem like completely different fields to me. Pretty sure I could smoke your ass in the violin competition. Sound is simply different frequencies and wavelengths of vibration in the air, things easily converted into equations. Whether expressed in sound and formulas, beautiful music remains beautiful. I mean, that's kind of correct. Like, there is a science to picking appealing melodies. So, he's not wrong, but... Seems kind of crazy to hear it put that way, but... The way he talks about it, it's strangely compelling. Professor, would you be able to share an example of that with us? Yeah, I'm curious too. These two seem pretty interested in what the professor has to say. I'm not surprised to hear he has any hobbies at all, but I guess out of everything, music makes the most sense for him. Enjoying yourself, Reen? Yep, sure am. Guessing you two are making your rounds? That's right, Professor Schmidt seems the same as ever, but he looks like he's doing well. I haven't seen him since the Civil War. Not only is he very knowledgeable, he's got a sharp eye. I don't get many chances to speak with him, but now's a good chance to ask him something I'm wondering. Yeah, may as well. I think I'd like to ask him what he thinks about the potential of music. But you gotta let other people talk to, so we won't hold you here. See you later, Reen. Yeah, have fun, you two. And just don't get Elliot talking to Neidhart, or they're gonna create the most powerful radio-based music weapon the world's ever seen. Professor Smith's just like I remember him. He seems like he's doing well, though. I get the feeling he'll have some interesting ideas to share. Like the latest in music theory. Think I should ask him a little bit about music potential? Seems this newbie inspector and famous musician are men of culture after all. I do not intend to give lectures here. They can feel free to enroll in the Ruhr Institute of Technology if they're so inclined. In the end, he's still the same as always, so at least Elliot and Maki will be able to get something out of this. Did you say anything new? Professor, I'm wondering, how can we apply probability theory to the real-world economy? There are some basic models that can be used. If you want to know more, you'd best learn macroeconomics. Got it, I'll look into that. Maki's just keeping up with him. My man just be like, the macroeconomics, like the most broad fucking thing to recommend. So why don't you just learn math? Like, just seems kind of... You might want to specify a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and bite the bullet and do a poison pill one. Seems like an interesting group. I was telling Sham we should go out drinking together just the other day. And so I decided to join her now. And I'm here too, not for the booze though. There's some juicy stories going on. Stories? What about? Stories from 4 years ago. About how a certain someone got in my way when I was trying to get back here from Northumbria. Oh. Blasphemy. Green looks so weird without his glasses now. It's so... It's like I can't... He just looks so off. Last we met was when you requested my aid in stopping Lady Sarah. First, we needed to make sure the purple light in the youngest A-rank bracer at the time didn't interfere, so we made sure she had a tough time coming back home from Northumbria. As a result, the Divine Blade had to postpone his return to Libero, and so the first stage of the professor's brilliant gospel plan was I like the the quotes around brilliant. That's what you and Campanelle were talking about at Orpheus Tower. I've admitted what I did to Lady Sarah, while my love and loyalty belong to the Reinfer family now. Back then, the fool contacted me personally and asked for my assistance. I didn't tell Chairman Irina the details, but she gave me leave regardless. And since then, you've had no other contact with Ouroboros? Swear to Adios? No, I swear on the Rhineford family. This is pretty intense. Is it? Well, if you bring out the Rhineford name, and I know you're serious, alright, I give up. Suppose you did get injured pretty badly when you went up against McBurn back in Crossbell, so I'll believe you, when it comes to this anyway. Lady Sarah, thank you. Alright, love me a happy ending. Thinking back though, that getup you had on looked like a pretty tight fit. Oh no. I think something like that really limit your movement. I just can't believe you're able to sit on my grass for a whole week. Well, someone who dwells behind the scenes, I have a number of sneaky tricks at my disposal. I'd never be a match for you in a head-on battle, so please don't feel embarrassed when you're unable to beat me back then. Hey, who said I was embarrassed? You want to go right now? Meet me outside the palace. Meet Sarah at the flagpole. Hello, Milliam. "4 years ago, huh? That'd be about 1 year after Gramps took me in. I think I remember reading about this stuff in a file I borrowed from a lector." Huh? Ah, yes, that would make sense. Wait, you mean the Intelligence Division knew about me and Sharon? Nah, it wasn't about you two. It was more about that S-Rank bracer from Lee Burrell. You had to come here from Lee Burrell to help out the other bracers because you were stuck in Northumbria, right? Of course, pretty detailed up until the part where the Jaeger Corps the Society was using got completely wiped out. Also, sounded like they were monitoring Prince Oliver during his trip in Lee Burrell. Yeah, that kind of reminds me. Well, we'll finish this scene, but wow, the Intelligence Division is impressive and just as terrifying. Do you think it may have been Major Arundel who was monitoring him? No doubt. I'm sure the orders came down straight from the top of the little group. Well, I mean, he was in school. I mean, man, Cassius really helped me out a lot back in those days, but I haven't been seeing him since he quit being a bracer and went back to Lee Burrell's army. Damn shame too. He was quite the no. Don't be horny for Estelle's dad. Yeah, he seems like he'd be right up your alley for sure. Small world. He and I are fellow disciples under Master Yun Kai-Fi. Seems we're all connected through our acquaintances before we even knew each other. But like, so, I never really thought about this until recently. But like, do we really ever find out why Oliver was in Lee Burrell in the first place? Because, you know, at first it's presented as just, you know, he's a musician and he's just going out exploring, and then, you know, you learn he's the prince or whatever. But it still seems like he was kind of there for a reason, or like how he knows Cassius. Because like he's big friends with Cassius even before the events of Sky and all that. Like that's something that's never really been... Because I mean I could understand them knowing each other, right? Just because... Well, really, I kind of don't, because I mean I wouldn't think Cassius would have anything to do with like the negotiations for the 100 Days War or anything like that. So it is kind of weird they've never touched on why Oliver knows Cassius, or even really why he's in Lee Burrell. Because I'm trying to remember, because I mean there's all those scenes where he's like, you know, reporting back to someone on his like, you know, artifact or whatever. Which I guess at the time I just, you know, thought he was a spy for Erebonia, which is, you know, what they want you to think, right? Because even Shara has a comment about that's what she thought Oliver was up to. Like she didn't know that he was a crown prince or a prince of Erebonia. But that would be kind of, because I mean of the Trails games, 1 and 2 would be the ones that I would kind of somewhat like to replay. Just because I wasn't as thorough with them. And it would be kind of interesting to see some of those scenes again. With like the greater context. I don't know. That's something I thought about that a while ago and I just kind of forgot about it until just now, but we don't really know why Oliver and Cassius are friends or how they became friends. Alright, let's I guess we'll do this group up here and we'll end it with the other one. Eeny, meeny, miny. I mean, you have Eustace, so let's do Muse, then we'll do Eustace. Chairman Arena. Oh god, this is a fucking nightmare group. You three sure make an interesting group. I thought I might use this opportunity to scout out some let's try this again. I thought I might use this opportunity to scout out some promising talent. The IC Maiden here oversees logistics for the entire Empire's railroad system. For you to join RF, I would ensure you are immediately placed in a position worthy of your talents. I'm flattered, but I think military logistics and business logistics may be a bit too different. I don't know about that. In both warfare and business, you need to efficiently allocate limited personnel and resources. Sure, Major Clay would make a wonderful businesswoman. An excellent analysis. Muse Egret, I saw potential in the reports you submitted about an arts rifle in the Kestrel. If you can't decide what to do after you graduate, I'll have a spot waiting for you at RF2. The matter, the RMP would welcome your talents too. I'm sure you may have some concerns regarding your house, but I'm sure I can be of help. Why, thank you, I'm flattered. Irina and Major Clay are always ready to scout out a new hire. These two have some ulterior motive, or am I just overthinking it? Quite fun fantasizing about what I'm going to do after graduation. You don't need to worry too much about it now, but it's something you'll need to decide eventually. Honestly, Muse, I think you're capable of doing anything you put your mind to. Except for being a good character. Haha! You may be overestimating just a smidgen. By the way, Schwarzer, you'd also be a welcome addition. Absolutely not. Join us and make you lead pilot and head of our Panzer Assault Division. You guys shouldn't have a pilot, okay? Sounds like you're a private army. I appreciate the offer, but I'm happy being a teacher for now. This is the last place I expect to do some scouting or be scouted. I must admit I did get a little territorial when you started to headhunt Muse. I can't blame Chairman Irina for being interested. You'd both be great additions to any team. Yeah, do we need to pause for a second? I gotta turn the air off. It is very cold now. Alright, we're back. So, we should go back and talk to you two again, because I didn't actually talk to you after you did your dialogue. Now think about it, doesn't Cassius use your 8-leaf style too? He's supposed to, yeah. I've never met him myself, but my master's told me stories. I see, it'd be nice if you guys could talk someday, one Unikai people to another. He hasn't been to Airborne in a long time though, so it might not be easy. Still, I hope we'll get the chance. I humbly apologize for all the trouble I caused you, Lady Sarah. The only way I can properly atone is to devote myself to you. Not interested, but I am interested in ourselves having a rematch sometimes. I think Sarah beats her ass. Like, easily. Seems like the Intelligence Division investigated what went down 4 years ago. I wonder if Grant's kept an eye on that Cassius guy. Wouldn't be surprised. If he's an S-rank bracer, that means he's even stronger than Instructor Sarah. Let her probably know, huh? Maybe I'll ask him sometime. Present company excluded. The Intelligence Division's pretty tight-lipped. Guess it can't hurt to ask, though. I mean, for what it's worth, the ranks don't actually, like, mean... I mean, they mean something kind of, but, like, not really. It seems like, I mean, you know... Like, Arios, for instance, they established that he is an S-rank bracer, but he just is still an A-rank because reasons. Basically, and stuff like that. Or like how probably like lore-wise Estelle and Joshua were like, you know, C ranks or something during all the Lee Burl stuff. Despite being as competent as, you know, like A rank level racers like Kurt. I forgot what's gonna, I wanted to like segue into something. I had another example, but I've completely forgotten it now. So really 2 years ago? Dang. Yes, the hot springs in Ymir were lovely, but so was the food. I'd like to go back there with everyone again sometime. You all seem to be having a good time. Sounds like you were talking about Ymir? Oh, Reen, yes, we were talking about the trip everyone took there together. The Hot Springs Paradise, Ymir, hometown of both Instructor Reen and Elise. The place where I kidnapped Elise. I've been there before as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. But you weren't exactly there for vacation or anything. Yeah, kidnapping Elise and the princess isn't really a touristy activity, that's what you think. That was just for your mission, right? Have you ever been there for fun? No. I generally don't go anywhere unless required by a mission. Same. Which means I just don't go anywhere because I don't get any missions. That's a shame. Come to think of it, I've known Altina for a while now. I've never seen her go anywhere for fun. Growing up in a Jaeger Corps, I sort of know how that is. That means you've never gone to Ymir's Hot Springs then. Right, I admit I'm a little curious about them. For example, how does bathing in a hot spring differ from a normal bath? It's a world of difference, is it really though? But it's bliss. It's what bathing must be like in heaven. I mean, it's not that different than the normal hot baths you get at the academy. The difference is that significant? Elise, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I hope not. I sure am. Altina, how would you like to come visit Ymir sometime? I'd like to give you a proper tour of the town if you could. Are you sure? Of course, we'd love to have you. Do it, it'll be fun. In fact, maybe you should go with everyone in your class. Okay, thank you, I'll come visit. We'll hold you to that. Now we have another promise to look forward to. When the time comes, I'll go do my best to be a good host. You bring up hot springs so often, I find myself curious about them. You should come visit Ymir sometime. If you're concerned about what happened last time you were there, don't worry. Everyone in Ymir knows your circumstances. If that's the case, then very well, I'll look forward to it. I'm glad I made that promise. Agreed. By the way, is Celine not with you? No, I left her behind. Though she wasn't happy about it, I should probably bring her a souvenir to smooth things over with her. Too bad there's nowhere nearby that sells sardines. I haven't been to Ymir in a while. I was talking to Sarah about maybe going once things calm down a little. You know that the guild's been busy lately. Us too. It's like every time we turn around, there's another fire to put out. Well, we just gotta work hard and keep them out. Then I can go on my trip. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. I'm so glad that Altina was able to join you. I think the whole class deserves a little vacation. Your original Class 7 certainly seemed to enjoy theirs. Yeah, and hey, when it happens, I'll at least be able to show them around. I'm looking forward to it. Might not be able to go for some time, but I'm curious to experience hot springs. I also made a promise to Elise, so I'll definitely look forward to it. Remember how we all got in the hot springs together and made our plans for the school festival? I'll have to go tell Tina about that. I mean, we also went there during the Civil War. We actually spent more time during the Civil War together as a group than you did during the vacation. It'd be nice for the class to follow in the original Class 7's footsteps and take a little vacation. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we get to see it this time. I'm ready to the capital open again. There are things I want to check out for Class 7's sake. Looks like I'll be busy for a while. Once I'm finally done, I'm going to take a little break in Ymir. Okay, so I think we're done here. I'll talk to you guys. Talk to you guys. What an amazing party. I want to talk to as many people as I can. Might need another... Okay, I remember talking to you. Did I talk to you again? It's a pleasure being able to talk with so many different people like this. Yeah, sure, same. Ditto. Trying to make sure I did the double talks to everyone. I'm pretty sure I double talked to you guys. Yeah. Alright. Who's left? Seti? You learned your swordplay from my brother then. Yeah, so before that lecture taught me some basics. Isn't this style as, shall we say, highly improvisational? I consider Lord Rubus my true teacher. That said, he only trained me for a short while still living here in Heimdall. You only received a small amount of training, you became this strong. I'm impressed. I've heard Governor General Rufus's court fencing skills are second to none. I'm sure his lessons are very thorough. They are indeed. My brother started teaching me when I was 10. I've been training since then in the hopes of surpassing him, and I can only wonder how close I've gotten. I should have the opportunity to find out before too long. What about you, Kurt? When are you planning to be able to surpass your father and brother? I mean, they got like 10 to 50 years of experience on him. I'm sure you know just as well as I do, but they're on a different level for normal people. It's almost inhuman. My father's starting to feel his age, but it's said he's still nearly as strong as the Radiant Blade Master. I have to spend decades training to even reach them, much less surpass them. The Thunder God. I doubt even my brother could prove a match for him. I would hope not. I would hope he'd get his fucking ass into the Shadow Realm. If there were anyone there, Bonnie, who would prove a match, it would likely be the Rakshasha, or perhaps... I think this conversation is really starting to heat up. Oh, Instructor Reed. You've come at the perfect time. Join us, Instructor. I don't wanna. We were just discussing swordplay. Come, join us as a disciple of the Eight Leaves. Well, if you insist. I guess when you get enough air bunny and men in one place, it's only a matter of time before we start talking about swords. And so the group enjoyed a spirited discussion about sword styles both from within the Empire and without. Okay, I should try and go up here just to see if it'll let me. Okay, it still doesn't want me to? Alright, cool. There's always someone better out there, and my lordly duties have occupied much of my time lately. I do want to get back to regular training. I hope you'll be there to aid me. Yeah, of course, and next time I'll go all out. Yeah, useless. I mean, you've like really kind of like fallen off a little bit, dude. You used to be like one of the best party members, and now you're like... I mean, your Brave Order's still really good. The problem is, I don't need to use you for that. Been quite a while since I've been able to speak with the prince. Who would have thought I'd be able to discuss swordsmanship to such depths like this? I almost can't contain myself. Read a moment, if you will. I'd like to thank you. I hear you agreed to share Alpha. What? Reen, don't do that. I hear you agreed to share Alvin's first dance tonight. I'm sure she's just beside herself with happiness. Hold on a second. I thought she was just kidding about that. God damn it, Reen. Given the current atmosphere, I don't think I can accept. Oh, is that so? It seems to me those rumors that have been spreading like wildfire lately have been more than just talk. I'd like to think the Ashen Chevalier is more than qualified to be a partner for my sister. Okay, like, Reen goes too much in the opposite of being like, no one's gonna date my sister. Cedric's like, I'm trying to get my sister, like, hooked up. They're both kind of a weird energy. I think Cedric's is less weird than Reen's, though. Perhaps even beyond tonight's dance, if you know what I mean. It's like, just kind of weird. I mean, I'm nowhere near qualified for the head. Which, if you, Alpha's first dance is part of tonight's schedule. There's already someone you're planning to have a future with, then that's that, I suppose. But would you dance with her tonight regardless? Think of it as a favor, not only for my sister, but the entire Imperial family. I really don't wanna. There's plenty of time for the dance. Do think it over. Oh god. How about Eustace, Patrick, or Kurt? I'm not sure how well that go over, Your Highness. Perhaps my sister is the safer course of action then. I mean, wait, okay, two dudes can't dance together? Alright, I see how everybody is. I don't know, I haven't really, like, put much thought into, like, final bond event. I mean, I've put a little thought, and, I mean... There are even more people now. I should wait it out a bit longer. Oh god, everyone, you gotta talk to everybody again? Oh, it's different groups at least. Okay, that's cool. I think I finally met with everyone I needed to. I can take a little rest now. It must be tough being head of one of the 4 great houses. All you need is all this boring stuff. Just let loose. It's supposed to be a party. It's not that simple. We're out to just let loose here would create problems in the future. I'll do everything I can to fulfill my duty as head of the Albrera family. Hey now, if your brow's eating more fur and your head's not cracking an egg, let me get you a face massage. I'll get you nice and unfurred in no time. No, you won't. Why does this sort of thing always happen with you? You even realize the problems I would cause here. Besides, you're a young lady now, so... gonna get ya. Oh, you two. Yeah, sure, I'm having fun. These two never change, do they? But, What's wrong? I'm just reading too much into it, but doesn't it seem like Eustace and Mingling are always together these days? Do you think maybe... Quit hanging on to me like that. Nope. Scratch that thought. Yeah, I'd say they're more like a brother and sister. They get along really well. Okay, Reen, thank you. Thank you. Coming from you, Reen, I'm not quite sure how to take that. Oh, yeah, that's true. Just, like, let people be friends, alright? Just let friendships happen, okay? Eustace doesn't have to be a pedophile, alright? Don't character assassinate my boy like that. We have a break room and a way to repair this way. Come on, let me in. Like, it's just, you know, Eustace getting to have a little sister, despite after being the younger sibling for all his life. You know, that's all it is, alright? Doesn't have to be anything more than that. You don't have to make it weird. My goal is to be able to run my own company one day. Oh, is that so? I was actually 22 when I founded my first business. The trick when starting out is to focus on your brain, you see. Also have a wealthy father and mother. Yeah, that was important. Oh, I see. Go on, go on. Startup advice. Now I'm interested too. The president of San Correas. Her jewelry brand is world famous. Even her topics of conversation are on another level. I only have his emotional support, but I'm actually pretty intrigued now. I was actually 20. Yeah. It's good to mingle like this every so often. Seems Governor General Rufus isn't joining us this year. I'm sure he'll come back once things have settled down in this province. I'll talk with him then. You need a rest, feels free to have a seat anywhere. Good God, it's 2 years and yet Mingling hasn't changed one bit. Maybe so, but you've loosened up quite a bit, Eustace. I'm well aware, but that's no reason for Mingling to dote on me, so. Irksome, to say the least. Hey there, Reen. Done rubbing elbows yet? Just about. Haven't checked in with the royalty yet, though. As you're yakking up with Gramps, I'm sure you'll get a chance to talk to him later. Just enjoy the party for now. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Maybe, hoping they mature was a little too optimistic. Alright, it's almost time to dance. Any day you'll be dancing with Reen? Well, maybe. Good luck then, I'm rooting for you. I don't know. I mean, really, everyone knows there's only really 2 options. But I haven't decided yet. I'm still undecided. The party's in full swing now. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. The dance will be starting shortly. Don't be careful, or do be careful you don't drink too much. I didn't expect I'd get the chance to speak with you, Brigadier General. Black Roll and a Sutherland himself. Last time I saw you was in the final battle of the Civil War. Good to see you again too, General. It's a real shame the Infernal Castle got in our way. I'd like the chance to test myself against the legendary 4th Armor Division. What about the people who would have, definitely died in that conflict? Ah, whatever, fuck them. It would have been an honor to even slow you down. Quit your joking. Between your prowess paladin of Panzer Soldat and your spear skills, you'd have done a lot more than just slowed us down. Those Nord spear techniques are really something else. Are you training them by chance? As well, by any chance? Why, yes I am. Though I hear the skills of the Bardius family are even more polished. Since our family haven't lived near Bonia so long, we've incorporated certain aspects of the Imperial spear techniques into our style. Got a bit of the Sliding style, the Vander style, and even a few techniques from the Eisenrider mixed in. I'm actually a bit jealous of the pure Nord style you use. Well, to be honest, my style isn't completely Nord these days. All this talk of styles, I only ever trained in the 104 military combat they taught us in the military academy. I'm jealous of both of you for being able to discuss martial arts in such depth. You're a master of combat in your own way, General. Speaking of the military combat style, I hear it's been going through a number of changes lately to account for Panzer Soldats. Your right-hand man is quite the pilot. Neidhart is one of the best, of course. But even then, I doubt he'd be even a match for you, Brigadier General. Maybe General Van Dyke would be a better sparring partner. I think I'll leave him to Lady Aurelia. Looking at them now, you wouldn't know there's 2 men on a battlefield at the end of the Civil War. Now think of it, Gaius is acquainted with both of them. You know General Craig through Elliot, and from what I've heard, Gaius and Brigadier General Bardius are both taught by that one traveling priest. I didn't know that about Bardius. I mean, of course we know that Gaius was taught by the... I can't remember his nickname, but you know, the Grail Knight guy? General can still be pretty unreasonable, but I've learned to let his demands roll off my back. Yeah, I guess he really is used to dealing with him. I've been acquainted with both of them for a while, but I haven't had the opportunity to introduce them until now. Each one is a master in their own right. I imagine their shared love of martial arts will give them more than enough to talk about. Because there wasn't a clear winner between me and the Brigadier General, I was curious. Perhaps we should hold a Panzer Soldat tournament to stir up all the youngins. I can see that getting really out of hand. Oh wow, you also only have 2 medals? Really? You only have 2 medals? How do I look at them? We got 3 of them. I know maybe yours are more impressive, but I refuse to acknowledge that. We got them from Aurelia. Aurelia's canonically, I think, the strongest character right now. Kind of. So, they're more impressive than whoever the hell gave you your medals. I mean, I guess technically, Ironwood's probably still stronger than her, because it was a 5v4 fight. Or actually a 6, how many people are, I guess you have 7 party members for that? No, you used to have 6, right? So it's like a 6v4? My, dealing with so many important people is simply exhausting. I suppose I shouldn't complain. After all, in order to make the Lake Lord business grow, networking is crucial. Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Your fishing skills are as impressive as ever. Please continue to bring honor to the Imperial Fishing Club. He's really piling on the expectations. Annabelle's technique during the fishing competition earlier today was wonderful. I suppose it's to be expected if she's been practicing with Kenneth. For you to join the Imperial Fishing Club's stock would certainly rise in the public's eye. Please give it some thought. Sure, I'll think about it. Nope. There's a 0% chance. There you are, Yuna and Altina. Talking with Major Claire, I see. Instructor. Hello there. You've been bouncing all the different chats the whole night, Instructor. Well, chance to talk to all these different people doesn't come often. I need to make the most of it. I remember that Yuna knew Claire from before, but had you met her before the start of the school year, Altina? Yes, she often looked after Millie and me when we went on joint missions. I haven't had a good chance to talk with each other since, since back when I was still at the police academy. She really helped me out a lot back then. Yuna, it was nothing. What precisely did the Major help with? It totally happened. All the events Yuna's talking about are real, we promise. She didn't make them up. If you're comfortable sharing with us, that is. Well, it's all news by now, but it happened at the end of last year. After Lloyd was branded a criminal, I started protesting to the military police HQ. Let's go, based. By God, she's based. But the new head of the department was from Ereboni, and he revoked all the academic credits I gained. For protesting? How could he even do that? Reen, there's a very crucial detail here. Let's see, can Reen spot the issue? I'll go ahead and tell you. It's because he's Erebonian, and they're all dicks. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are. Such actions are both beyond his rights and unfounded. Precisely, I thought it was completely uncalled for, so I stepped in. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get all of our units back. But we managed to get back half of them reinstated, and we reached an agreement where I'd be able to go to get the other half by attending a different school. Ah, I see. That's how you ended up at the branch campus. Right, I thought it would benefit her more than simply retaking the same classes at the military police academy. I heard a new class that was going to be formed, so I recommended her to the branch campus. Wow, I had no idea. Pretty ticked off at the time, but now I feel like everything worked out for the best. If I continued at the police academy and joined the military police, I probably would have exploded from stress. But I don't think this means I'm happy to be in your class or anything. Yeah, that's a shame. Does this mean you're going to leave us once you get your units? Well... After going through all that to get here, there's no way I'm just gonna up and leave you guys. So many things I want to do here now, and besides, I need to stick around to look after you, Allie. That's a nice scene. As far as schoolwork is concerned, I'm the one who looks after you. I'm glad you found such a good place for yourself, Yuna. That's nice, like, you see Altina kind of shyly showing a little, attachment to Yuna there, about being sad that she might be leaving. And then that contented little smile she has as she delivers another nuclear bomb. There are many reasons I recommended Yuna to the branch campus, but it makes me happy to see just how well she's done. She really is impressive. It's a little too late to say this now, but thank you for sending her our way. You don't have to thank me. Knowing that one of my dear students has been able to spread her wings is thanks enough. Alright, another connection. I'm thinking about it, but there's no guarantee I'll be able to stay at the branch campus. Does the thought of leaving make you feel sad? I don't think I understand that feeling. In any case, I prefer being here. If it turns out I need to leave, I'll accept my new orders. Though if possible, I'd like to spend more time with you and the others. Glad to hear it. Fate sure works in mysterious ways, huh? You told me half a year ago where I'd be today? Anyway, thanks, Instructor Reen, for everything you've done for us up till now. That's all to you. Party's in full swing. Everyone join us. Don't drink too much. Don't tell me what to do. I've introduced myself to just about everyone now, but meeting the Empress and Princess Alpha was the most nerve-wracking of all of them. I still haven't talked with the heads of the four great houses yet. Can I have you come with me? Well, okay. Oh, you're actually saying something new? Empress Priscilla and Princess Alpha are both just lovely. Elisa and Elise too. I can't believe we're only a few years apart. I just realized I've only been talking with women. I should speak with the heads of the four great houses too. Hello, Instructor Choizer. Prince Cedric seems to really enjoy himself. We're both really happy to see him like this. First, I look forward to the dance. Okay, you can't say at least that many times in one sentence, or else you'll get attacked. Now, you only said it one time, but that's one too many for a certain someone. Can I go up here now? Nope. Seems everyone is going to greet the Emperor. I'm guessing he'll be busy with them for quite a while. Might be best to wait a bit. Might I suggest chatting with other guests in the meantime? Nope. What time we're at? 45 minutes? I doubt we'll be able to finish all these in this video, but we can probably do most of them. It's an honor to be able to speak with you, Your Highness. My name is Muse Egret. No, it's not, you freaking liar. I apologize for not being able to meet with you before now. Well, that's not quite true. I remember you visiting the palace about 13 years ago when your parents were still alive. The two of us first met back then. It was then that you first met Princess Alphen, too. I remember the two of you playing and laughing. I had no idea. Now that you mentioned it, I have a few fuzzy memories. I think I was about 4 at the time, so she was in 3. At the time, I never could have guessed what was going to happen to your parents. These words may be far too late, but my heart goes out to you for your loss. I appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words. First time they were able to talk like this. But if her parents came to visit the palace, that must mean one of these days Reen's going to figure out. Maybe. We don't really know what, I mean, we know they died in a boating accident, apparently. Or something, you know, there's that line the one NPC has about like, oh, may a soul rest after being lost at sea or something. Introducing yourself to the Empress, Muse? Why, yes, I've lived in Heimdall for some time now. I never had the chance to speak with her. I'm glad I was able to put one of my regrets to rest. Sorry it took you so long, Muse. Mother had actually been asking me to set up a meeting with you for a little while now, but with everything that happened, I'm glad you two were finally able to speak, though. Thank you, Alphen. I guess Muse's circumstances are more complicated than I thought, but I'm glad to hear that she has the Empress and Princess Alphen looking out for her. So, Instructor Reen, are there any truth to the rumors you'll be dancing with the princess later this evening? Nope. I suppose Cedric has been planning for that, but while I did ask before, I'm sure now it would be a bit difficult for you to accept, Reen. I explained things to Cedric, so everything should be fine now, and... is it still happening regardless? I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding, but... Reen told me about the conversation you had with Cedric earlier regarding the dance. He did what? Is he still gonna head with this behind my back? I suppose it's been set in stone little by little. Sure, the two of you look great together, but I can't help but feel a little jealous. And poor Elise. That's what's bothering me the most. What does Elise have to do with this? What? What? Anyway, Muse, please lend me your help. I'm sure that insidious mind of yours can come up with a plan. That's quite a way to ask for help, but I accept. After all, how can I say no to helping both Elise and my dearest instructor? They've both gone off in their own little world. I should start mentally preparing for the dance. I haven't mentally prepared for the dance for 100 fucking videos, dude. Okay, not really, because I didn't know about the dance, but I've been mentally preparing for, I don't know, the Bond event choice stuff. I don't know, man. Gosh, Cedric. Sorry this whole situation is sort of my fault. No, don't blame yourself. Anyway, we need to figure out how to resolve this as soon as possible. I should ask Muse what she thinks. I need to figure something out for myself. That obliviousness of yours is going to be your downfall, instructor. Perhaps I'll employ the help of the rest of Class 7 for this one. Can they just leave Reen alone? Can Reen just be just go be the sword hermit, alright? Just go live out in the damn mountains like your master. I had heard Muse was one of your students. I'm truly happy I was able to get the chance to speak with her. I'm not too familiar with everything that's happening over in Lemaire, but I get the feeling she has some complicated circumstances there. I'm sure she'll be able to tell you about it eventually, one way or another. We seem to be surrounded by so many tragic stories, such as Oliver's past. The way he lost his mother was truly heartbreaking. I've heard a few rumors, like how she was born a commoner. Yeah, she was the one the Emperor was truly in love with. I remember it vividly. I was a humble maid back then. They lived far from Heimdall, and he was always trying to find ways to get her to live in the palace with him. Is it okay for me to be hearing about this? It's fine. Nearly everyone here at the palace already knows. However, after she passed, he accepted the throne and ended up choosing someone from a small noble family to be his wife. Me. Okay, so she was like a minor noble. We went through some troubles, and eventually Oliver began living with us, and I was blessed with my daughter and son. So, the Emperor... So the Emperor was with Oliver's mother before he was actually Emperor, when he would have been the Crown Prince? Okay, so maybe that's why he was able to get away with, you know, being with a commoner, so to speak. It wasn't that he was actually the Emperor at that point. His Majesty had given Alfred and Cedric his whole heart as their father. But, because I don't really know how long the Emperor's been Emperor. I mean, it's probably been stated at one point. Maybe. I've kind of just been assuming it's like a really long time, but that would mean he's not been there for that long then. I guess like, I mean, long, but not like, you know, not like the Queen of Liberl, who's been like, you know, the queen for like fucking ever. Sorry, I shouldn't be discussing such things. No, it's fine. Prince Albert's at the party City Hall is hosting tonight, right? Yes, he's there representing the Imperial family. I hope things will begin to change for the better here in the palace, and for the Vander family too. Yeah, hope for that too. There seems to be something wrong. Alphen does not seem to mind it, however. Reen, I asked that you take good care of my daughter. Your words are too kind. Anything new? You good enough to eat? You need anything else, just let me know. I haven't eaten anything yet. Machias, Kurt, Fritz, what are you three talking about? We're discussing chess. Would you care to join in? That makes sense now I think about it. I had no idea Machias was also the chess club. Well, there's a lot you have to learn about your father, okay? I have entered that tournament. To have entered that tournament, he must be really skilled. You were in a tournament? Yeah, it was an amateur chess tournament going on the other day. Happened to have the day off, so I figured it might be fun. I also ended up losing the semifinals. Wow, nerd. Wow, even getting the semifinals is impressive on its own. I agree, even though it's for amateurs, the people who place high in those tournaments are often just as good as some pros. You mind telling us more about it? Sure thing. Always nice seeing people bond over shared hobbies. You know, this talking really has me in a mood for a game of chess. I hope we can play together again someday, Reen. That'd be fun, even more so if we could get Eustace to join in. Yeah, I guess. Eustace hasn't changed a bit, still just as intimidating as aloof as he ever was. I want to knock him off his high horse. Sounds like you haven't changed much either, Machias. Apparently the main campus used to have two separate chess clubs. I hear they had quite a heated rivalry between them. It makes sense considering how passionate Machias seems about it. Yeah, I know, I was there. You may not know this, Kurt, but Reen actually went to Thor's. I know, it's surprising considering how few characters have gone to Thor's. Apparently there's no other damn schools in the universe of Erebonia. Mike gives me quite the skilled player considering he made it all the way to the semifinals. Wonder if he'd be open to teaching me a secret someday. Nope. Eustace was really good at chess back at Thor's. I can only imagine he's gotten better. And I've gotten better too. There's no way I'd let him win. Hey, too, some of you are talking about something interesting. We're in the middle of discussing military technology in recent years. Let's not stop at the march of progress. We got weapons today that people couldn't even have dreamed of just a decade ago. That's true, Panzer soldads, those colossal archaisms, even the railway cannons. Not to mention certain countries almost have fully functioning orbital networks. Soon enough, it might get to the point where even bracers will need to know how to use an orbital terminal. If you can't use an orbital terminal, then the future will be blink for you. How do you mean? Technological advancements in recent years are due to the development of high-level orbital arithmetic logic units. The orbital network works to connect those as more and more linked. The possibilities come endless. This new technology is far more advanced than anything that came before it. In fact, I'd go so far as to say we're living through the second orbital revolution. No kidding. If you're saying this is happening as we speak, then this sounds like a fascinating little chat. Oh. Hello. Hey there, Lecty. So there you are. Yeah, I was out doing a few patrols of the place. Seems like the palace is secure, though. All that walking really worked up an appetite. I'm about to be all over this buffet. By the time I'm done, it'll probably be all over for me, too. The way you act, no one would ever even know you're a major. Oh yeah, how's progress on those Ramdas, Professor? Right, those are the battle orbits that Calvardian agents were using. Don't be impatient, I've only just begun the analysis. When I first look at them though, I can tell they're excellently made. The most worthy quality so far is that they will only function when activated by their owners. As far as all we've gotten from our data is that it's been reams of junk data. Well, maybe they each use the unique qualities of each person's spirit as a kind of key. You know, anime friendship and all that. And a person's spirit is definitely something you can't just crank a copy of. Could be they've got a completely secure system. Probably got a spirit code or something like that. Yeah, just a wild guess. How do you know all this? I don't know a thing, just pulling all this from the usual place. Those were all just guesses. You need to give logical explanations to support your hypotheses. Show your work! Lacto was telling me about his intuition earlier today, but sheesh, these two. You know, like a bucket of vinegar and a pile of baking soda. This will probably go on for a while, so just let them fight it out. I don't know if that's the best option. And then the palace was destroyed due to the immense nerd rage. Man, I really got myself caught up by some real troublemakers. Honestly, it was your own fault. But you really didn't know about the Ramdas? I mean, sure, I have my suspicions. Huh? Yeah, between you and me, here's an artifact that can perfectly encrypt communication data. It can connect across any distance and even serve as a terminal for multiple devices. No comment. No comment. Wait, could that be? Man, can't you guys let me enjoy myself? Got people to schmooze and orders to snarf. That's our lecture, unfortunately. Tell me, how do you know all that? Spit it out. I require a full, logical explanation and not one iota less. Look at him argue. It's a beautiful thing. No intention to stop with him, I take it? By the way, didn't you have some guild business to discuss with the lector? Oh yeah, about reopening the branches outside of Heimdall? Saving that for later. It would be best to bring that up and have feet with me. What, so she can, like, threaten him? I think we'll talk to you and then maybe call it and save, well... yeah, we'll probably call it and save the last little bit for the start of the next video. Excuse me, are you Lisa Renford from the RF group? You're one of the members of the Class 7, right? The ones who saved Cedric's life in the Civil War? And now you're the director of the 4th Development Division? I saw the interview you had at the Imperial Chronicle. It was just so inspiring. My name is Ada Grant. I'm from Class 1 at Thor's main campus, and it's really an honor to meet you. Oh, it's really flattering. Thank you. I'm happy to meet you too, Ada. I think you might be overselling me a bit, though. There's no need to be so modest, Elisa. You really are an incredible woman. Exactly. One of my goals is to be even half as lovely and skilled as you are. Wow. Well, from what I hear, you're pretty skilled already. You got second place in the midterm exams out of both Thor's campuses combined, right? Those are just grades. When I think about everything you and your class accomplished, scoring high on a test seems so insignificant. So, like, new Class 7, oh, they're a bunch of fucking losers. Even though they've kind of, like, you know, they've done some important shit. Right? I mean, they've probably actually fought more, like fighting the Stahlritter and actually kind of, like, somewhat convincingly winning. I mean, I guess they did have Reen with them, but, like, still... is like, that's a more clean victory than anything old Class 7 got in the entirety of like CS1 and 2, sadly. I think about everything you and your class accomplished, scoring high on a test seems so insignificant. Nonsense, you shouldn't have to devalue your own hard work. Maybe you should come work for me after you graduate. Just kidding. Oh, I think you stunned her to silence. Sorry, I still haven't decided what to do after I graduate. Don't stress over it, just keep it in mind as one of your potential choices. I will, thank you so much. Looks like Elisa's in recruitment mode too. Also, Ada seems to know a lot about Class 7. I wonder if that's the reason she enrolled in Thor's in the first place. Because of the restructuring in the main campus this year, we students are being strongly encouraged to get jobs with the military or government. I've been agonizing over what I should do even before I enrolled at Thor's. I actually considered going to San Estrella at one point. You don't say. Yes, the new Princess Alvin was attending the school, and I thought I might be able to find a path to follow there. But then I heard about a heroic group of students from Thor's fighting the Civil War, and that's what led to my decision. I'm so happy to be able to hear we were able to inspire you like that. Just hope she doesn't hear about all the times you lost in a cutscene. Now she can carry on the Thor spirit just like you did. I suppose no matter which school you ended up choosing, you would have been able to meet someone from the Imperial family. Almost wish you could have gone to school together. But of course we can still be friends now. I look forward to seeing you more in the future. So do I. She may not be related to Instructor Reen by blood, but she's just as wonderful a person as he is. Oh, okay. Another fangirl joins the fray. Is everything alright? No, yeah, sorry, it's nothing. Looks like you're still agonizing what to do for graduation. It was something else. I mean, I'm happy to see the three of them getting along so well. Ada's so brilliant, she can do so much that she's probably having a hard time deciding what exactly to do. It was wonderful to hear that you had such an impact on her she wanted to enroll at Thor's. It really is an honor, I'm thrilled. It seems like the wall between the main and branch campus is all but gone. I want to talk to you. There you are, Rain. That girl, Ada, she's on the main campus, right? I'm pretty impressed with her. I need to give her an invite to come work with me. I'm guessing you're more like your mom than you think, Elisa. That's the last thing I want to hear. But since you brought it up, is this the kind of mindset Mother has? It's a relief to see that the next generation of Thor students is so impressive. I mean, is it really? Because, like, so far, the Thor's graduates have either A, just gone on to work at Thor's, like it's some weird pyramid scheme where you go to Thor's so that you can work at Thor's to trick other people into enrolling at Thor's so that they can work at Thor's. They've gone on to basically just work, you know, Eustace, he just doing his noble thing. He didn't really have to work for that. He just got to do that because his dad's a war criminal. Elisa, you know, as much as her mom's a dick, she was never not really going to get hired at Rhineford. Is like Machias the only one who got like a real job? Like, so to speak. I think it's like Machias. I mean, Elliot, okay, Elliot, you know, he's probably the best in terms of like actually getting a job and working for it. I feel like you got to give it up to the Elster. I don't know. I just do think it's funny like how many of the Thor's graduates end up just working at Thor's again. I think you know what, fuck it. Let's go ahead and finish off the talking. So that was when you and Brigadier General Bardius first met? I'm sure your little duel ended up wrecking everything around you for a whole slug. Well, duels are an excellent way to deepen one's bonds. That is true, isn't it, Fee? Yeah, you mentioned it, I guess so, yeah. Oh god, remember that stupid fight when stupid Reem with a stupid Gale was kicking my ass? Taking a trip down memory lane, I see. Yes, we were listening to Countess Le Guin's tales when she was a student. After the school year began, she took control of the fencing club and declared war on all the other schools, or all the other clubs. She beat the swimming club at a swimming race, the chess club at chess, and any club that lost her had to join the fencing club. Finally, she challenged Brigadier General Bardius as president of the riding club to a jousting match. I've heard bits and pieces of the story before, but there are so many things wrong with that story. The match went on for 2 hours without a winner. It finally ended in a draw when we each knocked the other off our horses simultaneously. It was at that moment Wallace became an important person to me. He's my right-hand man and comrade, a rival and a partner. As a fellow swordswoman, I'm jealous of you. Having something like that would be incredible. Someone who's a nemesis but also a friend, I think I get it. Since we have the chance, I'd like to hear your stories too. I've wondered about Laura, but I'm sure your history is just as fascinating. Have you by chance met the leader of the Red Constellation, perhaps a War God, or maybe an S-Rank Bracer? I've seen the War God's successor, but I haven't met any of the S-Rank Bracers yet. I mean, do we know any S-Rank Bracers? It's like fucking Cassius, and that's it. I mean, there's Arios they say is like an S-Rank, but he hasn't accepted the promotion, right? And that's kind of it. Because Zen's just A-Rank, still. As far as we know, I mean, maybe he's ranked up off screen. We haven't heard anything about him in, like, I don't know. I mean, he gets, like, a Sly reference in Zero, and that's it. Zen's been, like, fucking AFK from the storyline for a while. And that's kind of it. It is understandable. There are only a small handful of them on the entire continent, after all. They're really getting into the conversation now. Wouldn't be surprised that Aurelia already knew Laura, and I think she'll get along great with Fee, too. I mean, they do say that you have to do like a you know, solve like a big diplomatic crisis to get promoted, so there can't be too many of them. And the last few diplomatic crises have been solved by a bunch of teenagers instead of the actual adults. You're a Bracer, are you? I'm surprised to see such strong members of the guild as yourself and Purple Lightning. Speaking of, I hear she's acquainted with my master as well. That's correct, she and my father share a mutual respect. Yeah, respect. She's not horny for him or nothing. Well, I hear the guild's been trying to recruit you for a while now. If you join, they'd probably bump you straight up to S rank. Oh, is that so? Now I'm even more curious. Perhaps you embrace would be a refreshing change of pace for me. I'm not sure about that. It may not be the best fit. Oh no. Just imagine Aurelia trying to rescue a cat. I mean, I feel like she would take to the bracelet work pretty well. Your house might get destroyed when she's trying to recapture your cat, though. I'm sure she's just joking around like usual, right? But if she did become a bracelet, I can just picture the looks on Sarah and Tobal's faces. Maybe understaffed, but I think adding the principal to our ranks might be overkill. Even if we did, we'd have her and Sarah butting heads every day. Yeah, I can definitely see that. So I'm kinda glad you offered. Hope we can keep having little chats like this from now on. Not too bad conversing with the young every now and then. The brace issues aside, this is a good chance for you to learn more about the two of them. The Countess's position is a difficult one. Despite having reached the top of her current field, her ambition still knows no bounds. We cannot lose to them, Reen. We shall make our own way forward, together. As always, Laura. Always. Yeah, I think we'll save Seti and Ash for last. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Is kind of a odd group. Hello there, Marco. It's been quite a while, eh? A little over a year if I remember right. Yeah, so I spoke in the province is having those flooding issues. That dam you oversaw construction of has been working excellently. It's already gone a long way towards improving the livelihoods of our local farmers. I'm glad to hear it. It's a good thing we were able to proceed with the project free of my demon daughter's influence. My, Master Gwen. Well, Chairman has been a great help to us in our own way too, and you must be sharing. I hear your efforts were indispensable in helping us expand St. Knox Airport. Tell us I was truly grateful for the assistance. Oh, I was only working in Chairman Irena's stead. Besides, Mr. Selston's finesse in getting permission from the railways was just as important. Reminds me, didn't you work with Selston at the main campus last year? Yeah, super butler and a super maid working shoulder to shoulder. Maybe the two of them press more than that together. Well, he's 30 years old now, like a son to me. I'm happy to discuss arrangement between the two. Oh no, it would be far too great an honor for me. Well, they're having fun and surprised by how many people know the Rhinefords, or how many people the Rhinefords know. Guess it makes sense though, given how big their company is. Besides, I've completely forgotten his name. It's been erased from my mind. The joke doesn't work if I can't remember his name. You know, the guy, the greatest character. Oh fuck! Oh no! It's gone. I can't. What's his name? He hasn't been in the game yet, as well. Oh no! It's been so long since he's shown up. He's faded from my memory. Reen, help me. You probably wouldn't think, but because I was gonna make a joke that her heart already belongs to another. You probably wouldn't think, but Marcus Hyams and I go quite a ways back. Not quite old colleagues, but I had the opportunity to work with him on a number of matters concerning the infrastructure. Yes, it was around 10 years ago, during the times the plans were being drawn up for the modernization of the nation's railway network. Leave it to the man who used to sit in the big chair at Rhineford to talk about Marcus Hyams like just another business associate. This is such a lovely party. You certainly seem to be enjoying yourself. I am, but for one concern. One second. Alright, we're back. What are we talking about? You seem to be enjoying yourself. I am, but for one concern, will Lady Lisa's feelings be reciprocated when it comes time to dance? I mean, I'm just gonna say no. I'm sorry. I mean, let me think it over. The longer I stay in this conversation, the more she'll make me squirm. Also, I promise I didn't pause to go look up Anton's name, but I remembered his name as Anton. In my head, I kept thinking Alphen and Toval, which Alphen I get because it's an A name that has the same number of letters, basically. I don't know why Toval kept popping in my head. I guess because I was thinking of great characters that are underutilized. There's been no Anton in this game. Is that allowed? Like, I don't think I mean, it's possible I've missed him, but like, I think if I'd missed Anton, I would have been told by now. But like, is there really, truly, no Anton? I don't know what to do with myself. I mean, I feel so bad. It's been like 130 videos since Anton showed up. More than that, actually. I guess like 160 videos. since like the end of CS2. He's fading from my memory. Not quite old colleagues, but I had the opportunity to work with him on a number of matters concerning infrastructure. And that was around 10 years ago, during the time the plans were being drawn up for the modernization of the nation's railway network. Ah, Reed, good to see you again. I hear you've been working more miracles in the other provinces, just as you did in Sutherland. It wasn't just me, I had help from a huge number of people. I used to get the Emperor and the Chancellor earlier. Ah, yes, so General Gwyn and Brigadier General Barty was heading to present themselves, and I couldn't help but be nosy and go stand with them. I wouldn't call it nosy, as you have a genuine concern for others. That's what we need in times like these. By the way, Celestin here with you? Ah, it's with my oldest son at the party City Hall is hosting. Hope it will have been helpful to those of you at the branch campus. Helpful? If I started to list off everything he's done for us, we'd be here all night. Hope the Storm Festival concludes without incident. No, worrying about it won't do us any good. May Adios and the Lionheart Emperor guide us. What if something's bothering him? Okay, so we just got these two groups. Alright, we'll do the... Thank you for all the equipment you provided the branch campus, Chairman Arena. At least it's been such a big help too. We really can't thank the RF company enough. Oh no, you gave Arena a chance to be a fucking asshole for no reason. Put my daughter aside. Oh my god, just... throat chop! The reports you've been sending us have been just as helpful. And Emma, I'd like to thank you all for the data you provided us on the Orbital staff. There's no trouble at all. Thank you for letting me use it. Like, you could just not say a thing. You don't have to throw shade for no fucking reason. It's just like really childish to like hate your child that much. So weird. I mean, it's like I kind of could almost, I mean, I wouldn't justify it, but like I kind of get being like a little emotionally distant because like at least it reminds you of what you lost, which is still unbelievably unfair to take that out on her, but like there's absolutely no excuse for just being a fucking just piece of garbage to her all the time for no reason. It was no trouble at all. Thank you for letting me use it. There really is a lot of talent here at the party tonight. If either of you have any complaints about your current positions, just let me know. I'll have positions that are worthy of your talents repaired in an instant. That's so nice of you to offer, but I'm happy where I am right now. Yes, so am I. Looks like she's still in recruitment mode. Elisa's mother is so pretty. Debate. And she's a genius businesswoman to boot. I hope that one day I can carry myself with her level of confidence. Don't be anything like her, alright, Emma? You know, Emma, you're an impressive woman in your own right. You mean it? It's kind of embarrassing to hear you say that out loud like that. As Branch Campus's head of political economics, I'm particularly interested in Chairman Arena's business philosophy. I wonder if she'd be willing to teach a special class for us. Commit war crimes, make bank. That's her business philosophy? Good idea. I think the students would really benefit from someone like that. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Maybe I should ask her. Sure, it's a big request, but don't bring her near my campus, alright? Let's see, who haven't I talked to yet? And Arena really knows how to network. I mean, I can't believe you say something like that out loud. Maybe it's a sign that I'm slowly catching up to Vita? I thought you were already as good as Vita. That's what the game told me 100 videos ago. Prince Cedric, it's been far too long. Ah, you're right, it's been a few years, hasn't it, Patrick? And you're Ash, right? I think it's the first time we spoke on 101 like this. Ash, put him in his fucking place. Yeah, I guess so. I had a problem, but I can't say I don't like your style. Every time I run into you, say some shit that really stirs things up. My word, have you gotten this the Crown Prince? Show him some respect. He's right, Ash. Well, if it isn't Reen again, don't worry about Ash. I'm glad for the chance to just be able to talk with someone like this with someone my own age. The brain, it's scrambled early in the morning. Yeah, it's not even that early, but hear that I got the okay, straight from the Imperial family. Even so, you still need to be more respectful. Like I said, don't worry, it's fine. Anyway, I assume you're here to give me your reply about your upcoming dance with my sister. What did you just say? For real? It was a last minute sort of thing. So the rumors were true after all. Well, no matter, if you're dancing with the princess, then I'll be able to dance with Elise. Why would you say that out loud? Dance with Elise? He's like, how makes you think you can do that? Why do you always make that same terrifying smile? You know, you're a completely different person whenever Elisa's around. If you learn your lesson, maybe I wouldn't have to be. That said, if she dances with me, you're welcome to ask her for a dance. Weirdo. But really, just remember, Patrick, leave room for ADS. Right. This is the overbearing older brother side of you I've heard so much about. Quite different from my own older brother. And when you think about how lovely Elisa is, it's only natural to look out for her. And then Reed punches him in the face. Damn, man, making a move on the princess herself. I'm supposed to be the crazy one in the group. Can you please not say things that'll get me thrown in prison? Alright, we're gonna call it here. I assume once we start to move, we'll progress the story, so we'll call it. And next time, we will, I guess, move on to the dance phase and, you know, potentially be faced with a decision. I'm Extremes87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.